Okay, first taste. I'm letting this cool on the spoon for a minute because it's really hot. Okay, I think I'm brave enough. Hey guys, this is Heather from healthyeatingstartshere.com. All right, today I am home for lunch, so I'm gonna make a soup that's really, really simple and would be perfect if you wanted to make it for a quick weeknight meal, and then it'll make enough leftovers that you can take some for lunch the next day, or you can freeze it and have it another night. So what we're gonna start with is some chopped veggies. I've just heated a soup pot to medium-high, and then I'm gonna throw in some garlic, onions, and mushrooms that have been roughly chopped, along with, you can either use vegetable broth, white or red wine, or a little bit of olive oil, and some sea salt. And then give it a stir around. And let that cook until the mushrooms are soft. Once they're soft, then I'm going to throw in a can of diced tomatoes, along with some dried herbs and some chickpeas. You can use chickpeas that you've cooked yourself or that come from a can, just rinse them off. Okay, so those mushrooms are looking sufficiently soft. So what I'm going to do is put some dried basil in here. I like lots of basil. And I'm going to put some oregano as well. And you can use any mix of herbs you like. You can use ones that come pre-mixed, or you can add individual ones if you like. Stir them around so that they get into the mushrooms. And then I'm going to add my diced tomatoes. And you can dice your own fresh tomatoes if you like. It'll just take a little bit more time. And then my chickpeas. One thing I really love to add to soups to make them taste really rich and flavorful without using much time is to use some balsamic vinegar. Red wine is fantastic as well, but I really love the flavor of balsamic. So stir that in and then add just enough water to make it the soup consistency that you're looking for. Some people like a more loose soup, and some people like a thicker stew kind of soup, so go with what you like. I've added probably about 2 cups because we're also going to add in here some chopped kale, or at least I am. That's going to be the last thing I'm putting in here. You can omit that if you like, or you can swap it for spinach or any other kind of leafy green, but I have some nice kale right now, so I'm going to add some of that and just let it wilt. And then this will simmer for 10 to 15 minutes, however long you feel like. Really, it's ready to eat right now because the chickpeas are already cooked. But the longer you let it cook, the more the flavors are going to come together, and the more flavor the chickpeas are going to suck into themselves. Okay, so I let that bubble a few minutes while I chopped up my kale, and in she goes. Soups are a really great way to incorporate leafy greens in because they wilt and they combine into the soup and they add just a little bit more texture. So they mix in really nicely and they add tons of nutrients. Leafy greens are one of the most important food groups you can get into your diet. So try to get as much as you can. And I'm going to add just another sprinkle of sea salt to make sure that kale wilts. And then I'm going to put the lid on and let it simmer for a few minutes and then get eating it. There's something about tomato-based soups that I just love. So good. And the combination of the herbs and the balsamic vinegar and the other veggies, perfect. Love it. All right, so I can't wait for you guys to try this soup for yourselves. You can play with the ingredients. I post the recipe with my videos always, so just look under the video and you'll see the recipe they're either linked if you're not on my site, or if you're on my site, it'll just be printed out there. So you can change around the beans. You can swap chickpeas for kidney beans, or white beans, or black-eyed peas, or whatever you like. Lentils are another good one. You can switch the kale for spinach, or parsley, or basil, or any other type of leafy green, or you can just leave it out. You can add some zucchini. You can add any kind of vegetable you like, really. You can swap out the mushroom for eggplant. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you again next week with more nutrition and recipes. So be sure to subscribe on YouTube or on my email list, and I'll see you again soon.